Welcome back. Who's ready for a quick round of Spy the Lie? Two truths and a lie, if you will. Mark and Rance going head to head once again. Mark, you do a lot of kicking yourself after these kinds of games when you reason things out and you move past the correct answer. Are you going to do that again today?
Yeah, probably, yes. Most likely. You know me too well.
Rance, do you have any kind of strategy going into today's game?
I'm following Mark's lead because basically since we've been doing this, he's won every one except maybe one or two. So
Okay.
I'm following his, and then I'm going to poach it at the end and steal the victory.
That's your plan.
That's a good strategy.
All right, so
It's
here we
well
go.
thought
Play
out.
along at home for sure. We want you to spy the lie from these three statements. Number one, the Grand Canyon is the largest canyon on Earth. New York City was once the United States capital, and about 80% of particles seen floating in a sunbeam is dead skin. So, Mark, we're going to start with you as the returning champion.
Yeah, and I'm starting out with a headache. I'm not quite sure on this one.
Talk it out.
All right, so NYC, I do believe at one point everything kind of started out there, right? So that makes sense to me. The Grand Canyon one, I'm gonna put that on the side, I'm not sure. And the only reason why, in my head, I'm thinking of like the Himalayas or someplace out in Asia to be bigger. We know that obviously in the US. So I'm gonna put that one, a little earmark there. 80% of particles seen floating in a sunbeam is skin. That's interesting, and I feel like there's something to that because I know we lose a lot of our skin and cells and all that stuff. So I'm going to go with the Grand Canyon as the largest canyon on Earth to be the lie. I don't know if that's necessarily
Rance,
true.
where are you with this?
I don't even know of any other canyons, so that definitely takes that out of perspective for me. The skin thing, that seems a little bit much, especially when you consider all the other allergens and stuff like that. And so I'm getting a mental message from Richard, and he's saying 80% of particles seen floating in the sunbeam and skin is the lie.
All right, let's see who's correct. Well, the Grand Canyon is not the largest. Mark got that one. The largest canyons are actually under the ocean.
See, that I didn't know, but
So-
my logic still helped me out
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
that.
your logic helped you out, but Rance, you're not wrong in not being able to think of a bunch of bigger canyons because obviously
Who
we don't
thinks
know.
of that? I think
Right.
we should reset that
I
one.
feel like here in the United States, we just assume that everything we have is the best when it is not.
Well,
the
shake it
biggest,
off.
the biggest.
Shake it off, Rance, because you're going first this time around. 7 people are in space right now currently. If you lived on Mars, you would get an extra half hour a day. Or Hemingway was the first American author to publish a novel on a typewriter. So which of these three is a lie?
What were they publishing on before? No, I'm getting rid of Hemingway. Oh my gosh, the space station. How many nations are? I don't know. If you lived on Mars, you get an extra half day. I'm gonna go 7. Or if you lived on Mars, you get an extra half-hour day as a lie.
Okay. Trying to follow your reasoning here because you threw one out and then said,
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, let's go back to what you said.
which
So,
one is the lie?
Yeah,
so
which
you
one's
do
the
not think
lie?
people get.
If you lived
extra
on
half hour.
Mars,
Okay.
you get an extra half-hour day.
All right, Mark.
7 people are in space right now. I think that's right. One of my sons is really into NASA and the International Space Station. The Mars thing, I think, is right. Here's the thing, and again, I could be totally wrong with this. Hemingway, I think he died like in the 50s or 60s. So I think that's the lie. He was not the first American author to publish on a typewriter.
Mark Twain was the first American to publish on a typewriter. We have time for one more. This one is tug of war was an Olympic sport until 1920. Dolphins sleep with one eye open, and toenails grow faster than fingernails. Mark, you're first. We don't have a ton of time, so.
Tug of war, I know was an Olympic sport. I've seen the pictures. I probably could have done it back in the 1920s if I put my mind to it. Toenails grow faster than fingernails. I'm not sure. As a bad parent, I don't ever remember cutting my kids' toenails, but I do their fingernails, so I'm not sure on that one. I'm gonna leave that alone. Dolphins sleep with one eye open just seems really weird to me. I can't even imagine a dolphin just with one eye open, so I'm gonna go with that one. Dolphins sleep with one eye open.
I'm actually gonna agree with Mark on this because the toenails thing, I think my fingernails do grow faster than my toenails when I cut.
I'm going to stop you there because they do not.
Wait, so.
Oh, wait, you think your fingernails do grow faster?
Yeah.
So were you going to go with the dolphin thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the other dolphin,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So what did I get? I was 2 of 3.
2
It
or
was your
3, and
reasoning,
Rance was
Mark.
over.
Mark, I think, Rance, you talked yourself out of some lies that you knew to be true. If you go back and you'll see what you did.
Watch the film and
Watch it
stuff. yeah,
back. You talked
yeah.
yourself out of some right answers. We're going to be right back with more Rosie City Live.
Far as communication is terrible.
A local family says they're living a nightmare.
pretty much don't have nowhere to live.
Promised their dream home and left with
It's supposed to be some steps. I'm not sure where the steps are.
the News 4 Jack's I-Team exposing a local builder with a track record for delays
What would you tell other people who are thinking about building?
Not to do it.
and revealing 3 words that can protect every homeowner before signing the dotted line. Broken Promise, tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable.